This week's 10-minute TikTok recording. I start work at 10 o'clock. It's currently 9:15 and I've packed my bags. Packed all my bag for work. Packed my gym gear bag. I picked that bag because I got my spare chair and I got my workout gear in here. Then I'll chuck this in here afterwards. Thought to just chuck on and go home. And right here is my work gear. This is our boots that we have to wear. They take up a lot of space. So, it's Monday, but for me, just for planning things in my life, I go payday to payday is my week, because each week we don't know when or where we're going to be working, but we're guaranteed a certain amount of hours. I'm not always all like this. Often I'm relaxing, and that's a testament because I could barely relax when I was in my 20s. Oh, unless I was at a church service or um, seminar, or I was watching one of my favorite things to watch, or I was enthralled in something like, my special interests, my hobbies. But apart from that, no. Not unless I was having some alcohol to drink and chilling out. I used to dance at the clubs too, but that was like when my favorite songs come on. So like about 1/3 of the night, I was just sitting here like this and just chilling and talking to people, and like I'm talking to you, except I'll be talking to a person. And then there'll be like 1/3 of the time I'm just like walking around in the club, and then another 1/3 of the time I actually be on the dance floor dancing. So this recording, okay, so it's Monday. No, it's Monday when um, so right now it's 9:20 and it's coming at, start work at 10 p.m. So as soon as I finish this, chuck my gear on and go. It's only going to take me about 15 minutes to get there. And I was going to do this afterwards, but then I thought I was going to be another energy drained recording. Or, sometimes I'm like that when I'm either just really tired, or I'm like that when I'm deep in thought. And I'm in thought now, but I have energy because I just woke up not that long ago, about 8 p.m. So here's the thing. It's the recording is called "My Children Will Thrive for 1,000 years," at least 1,000 years, and then we will be leaving on rockets. That's what the name of the title is. That's, let me just double check that. I can pause that. Yeah, that's right. That's the text. I texted myself last night. ADHD, autism, sensitivity, and my children will thrive for 1,000 years and leave this planet in rockets. Now, I believe that sometimes God gives you words and you're like, you want it to come to pass because it's so great. And sometimes he gives you words, but you don't want it to come to pass because it's horrible. But at the same time, it's like, I believe that when it comes to that stuff, if it is his will, it'll happen anyways. But we're not supposed to sit around and dilly dally and just, oh, okay, and then, because of global warming. Or it could be the other one. I personally believe it could be this one. You know how, like, when our human bodies, because the Bible says from dust to dust we go, from dust we come, to dust we go. What if our human bodies, just like when we drink alcohol, like some people, um, Like when they can't control it, they have a lot. I'm in control of it, and then when I once I finish my stash, I'm only drinking 6 a week. It's just because that getting to $1,000. Then it's just gonna be a thing I can do when, like for example, I paid for the ticket to Slipknot. I paid for my accommodation and my air flight, all in 1 week's pay. No, 1 week's pay. Yeah, I spent because remember I was on an investigation for 2 months, and I'm still working for them, but 2 months, and then the next month it was just getting like 30 hours a week because my contract says it's the minimum that they give me. But this week I got given 62. The next week is another 60, 70, and then after that I don't know what I'm going to get. So I hope it's not like that forever. But at the same time, I'm grateful to have it because my first payment, is 24 of those hours is time and a half, so 74 hours worth of pay. So yeah, the Slipknot concert tickets paid for, the accommodation, the air flight there and back. This week I want to pay out my monthly power bill as well as pay for my year-long car registration because that's due in a month's time. So I may as well just do it this week, and on Wednesday when I get paid for 74 hours or 70 hours because once I hit midnight, it crosses over to Monday. So that 4 hours I think gets paid next week. So I still get paid either 70 or 74 hours. And then I don't know how the tax works because usually we're paying like 1/6, but that's because annually if you're earning a certain amount, like 1,000 a week, it's like 1/6. But once you get like 1,200, it's like 20%. It goes, But for this week, we won't be getting 1,000 because, it's $26 an hour where they've got me, and they're going to pay me 70 hours. So 70 times 20 is 1,400. So, and then another, So yeah, about $2,000 before tax. So I don't know how much they're going to tax me this week. Hoping it's still the same. But the thing is this: humans have been destroying the planet for a long time, and I used to wish it not be true, but it was like a decade ago. It was like a decade ago when I was like walking in the park and I saw myself, but it was like standing next to myself, and then the self that was standing next to me went up, like flying up into midair and disappeared, and I knew that's had to do with rockets, and that could be my descendants because I don't see myself going off in rockets. Well, you never know. But at the same time, here's the thing: is that with the autism and ADHD sensitivity, they say, "Oh, don't be so sensitive. Oh my God, you're so sensitive." But they didn't say it to me. They used to just tell me to calm down. Because, like for example, 12 Years a Slave, I never finished that movie because I couldn't handle it. And my parents told me that I need to chill out and I shouldn't be so worried. And why am I so angry at this film? And then I ended up leaping out of and I was a lot more angrier because I was right in the moment and I was like a decade younger because 12 Years a Slave came up in 2012 and I jumped up and I was like, "Don't you ever tell me to calm down. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you see the injustice? This injustice is happening to this lady, to this guy. What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like all this type of thing, and then I walked out the room but now I'm like over a decade older, and I don't get that agitated when I see that stuff. I feel sad. I feel sad just like I did back then, very sad. But and I was doing it silently because people would take that out of proportion, and go, "Oh, that guy's crazy," but actually I was under control, and I would be angry and aggravated about those things, and yeah, there'll be a part two. It's 9